once again, welcome everyone. Welcome our friends from the media. Welcome to Mombasa, Honorable Senator, Mr. Hassan Omar, Director General of Vision 2030, Mr. Professor Wainana Gituro. Welcome, sir. Mr. Alnoor from EnglishPoint Marina, our proud director here, and our General Manager, EnglishPoint Marina, Mr. Philip. Welcome, everyone. First of all, I must run you through the program of the event. We have, as we've had, the arrival of the guests over here. We are happy to have everyone here. We have Mr. Alnoor's speech. First of all, Mr. Alnoor will share a few words with us about EnglishPoint Marina and what this event actually means for everyone with Vision 2030. I think it's a huge milestone for everyone over here. Followed by a speech from the Honorable Director General here. He'll share a few words with us. We will have the signing of the MOU, followed by that. We'll have the presentation of the plague by Mr. Director General to Mr. Alnoor. And we will unveil, this is something to look forward to, we will unveil the new look of EnglishPoint Marina along with Vision 2030. So we are looking forward to that. We have, of course, for our friends from the media, we have some photo opportunities for everyone. So you'll get ample opportunity for that. So look forward to it. Then we will give you a chance, our friends from the media will give you a chance to have a few questions regarding Vision 2030 and EnglishPoint Marina. Feel free to ask questions. And followed by that, we will take you on a tour to this amazing, beautiful property right here, this project right here, which is going to be a flagship project for Vision 2030. And then everyone will go downstairs for some refreshments. And I think that is where we'll end this event. So welcome everyone once again. I will invite Mr. Alnoor to take the mic from me and please share a few words with us. Welcome, Mr. Alnoor. Give him a big hand, please.
The Director General, Kenya Vision 2030, Professor Wainana Gituro, Senator of Mombasa, Hassan Omar, distinguished guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by saying what a privilege it is to have you join us and witness a momentous event and milestone in the EnglishPoint journey. The signing of the MOU that accords EnglishPoint Marina the Vision 2030 private sector flagship project status. It is an honor for us to receive such prominence and recognition, as we indeed have a great vision for our city Mombasa and for our country Kenya. So what is EnglishPoint Marina? It is about bringing to Kenya a unique, high-end concept and development that will be a game changer in this part of the world. No less. In a nutshell, we're bringing to Kenya and to Mombasa Monte Carlo with all its frills and its profile. It is visionary, it is transformative, and that fits hand in glove with Kenya's Vision 2030, which is a blueprint of a journey which will propel Kenya to the next level and will enable us to achieve the status of middle-income economy, providing quality of life for its citizens. I take this opportunity to applaud the authors and the implementers of Vision 2030 for their undertakings and commitment to transform Kenya. You have done your part. Kenya must do its part. I'm proud and pleased to see that Vision 2030 is now in the forefront of our vision as a nation. It is our common journey. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, people always ask me, where did this idea come from? Where does your confidence come from? I have a very simple answer. Because our Kenya is ready. Yes, we are. Our Kenya is ready. We have all the ingredients necessary to become the emerging star in Africa. I believe we will show the world that we can belong to the big league. It is that belief, it is that conviction, it is that confidence that is behind this great project. It is for Kenya. It is for Mombasa. And when I say that, the next question is, but why? These are words. Let me explain. First, let's look at Kenya. We have all the ingredients now in place to propel ourselves and to grow and to become a middle-income economy. What are those ingredients? First, we've got literacy. We have a very literate workforce. And literacy cannot come overnight. Literacy was the foresight of our great leaders from the time we became independent. From the time Mzee Jomo Kenyatta became the first president of Kenya, all the presidents subsequent to him have invested in education. Even if it was a mat under a tree in a village, they made sure there was a teacher there. And it's been a generation since those days. And we have now evolved into a country with a very literate workforce. That is one of the prime movers of economy. And we're there. We've got it. We also have in place a sound and fairly mature economy. And it is an economy that is broad and horizontal. It encompasses a wide range of industries and a wide range of facilities. We're not a narrow top-down economy. We're a broad horizontal economy. And one of the reasons that we've achieved that, and you know, that's a critical ingredient if you want to propel yourself to the next level. One of the reasons we've achieved this broad-based economy is because, believe it or not, we did not have oil up to now. We did not have minerals. We've relied on all sectors to lift this country. Had we had oil 20, 30 years ago, we might have been a fairly top-down economy with everything dependent on oil and not too much happening below that. So it's a blessing. But look where we are now. And now that we found oil, it's at the right time for us because we've already matured and we already have a broad-based economy. Now it's for that to grow and it'll take us to the next level. And then the third ingredient we have is an emerging middle class and the affluence. And in my mind, if you put all those ingredients together, in my mind, there is no doubt we are ready to grow and we are ready to propel. It's now a question of governance. It's a question of belief. It's a question of conviction. It's a question of commitment. And that is what EnglishPoint is all about. That is what we saw. That is what we've believed. And that hopefully is what we're doing and we're bringing to Kenya. But it is not just about Kenya, it is also our confidence on the coast. We have the senator here. What is it about the coast that gives us confidence? I believe in the next few years, our rate of growth might surpass that of Nairobi. Not in Kenya shilling terms. We cannot come near Nairobi in Kenya shilling terms. But the rate of growth, because we are starting from a low base. And because there's very exciting things that are happening on the coast. And let me name a few. You've got the Lapset project, the Lamu port. In its entirety, it will become Kenya's single largest infrastructural development since independence. Because it's not just a port. It's a highway, it's a railway to start with. There will be a railway across the northern corridor that will connect Kenya into Ethiopia, into South Sudan, into Uganda. That's a huge infrastructural project. With the railway will come the highway. With the highway is going to come a pipeline. Because the purpose, one of the principal purposes of Lamu was to find the sea for the oil that is available. For Uganda, its oil is not worth a penny if it cannot find its way to the sea. And in addition to the railway, the pipeline, the highway, because we're developing a whole infrastructure, we will see the emergence of new cities. Just as we did see Voi and Tito when the railway was built, we will see new cities emerge in Kenya in that northern corridor. That investment is starting from the coast. That will help the economy of the coast. We've then got the Mombasa port. Tremendous expansion programs. We've already expanded, but there's another container terminal coming in. If you look at the blueprint, you look at the master plan, we have big plans for Mombasa port. Investment here. You've got the Dongo Kundu bypass, which was in the papers the other day, ready to start. This is the bypass from the port to the south coast. Huge project. It's huge because it traverses wetlands. So it's not just a question of building a road. We might have done it years ago. It's building bridge after bridge after bridge. Massive investment coming to the coast. I've got mining in my list. My goodness, we haven't even scratched the surface. But already in Kwale, we're looking at titanium. And we are told it's the second or the third largest reserve in the world. But you know what? I'm told there are even bigger deposits in Lupingo and Kilifi. Untapped, but discovered. And not to mention all the other mining resources that we have. Think of what that will do to our economy on the coast. We've got discovery of oil and gas offshore now. There is gas, I'm told, that's been discovered not far from Mombasa, south of Mombasa. There is gas being talked about in Lamu and the coastline. There is oil being talked about. Think of the investment. Mombasa wants to become a free port. It will happen. Tourism has always been big. But hey, as we were discussing about Mauritius, we have a long ways to go still. The potential is enormous. We're looking at a convention city here. So if you factor all that in, it really is very, very, very exciting. These are exciting times for us in Kenya. We've got to seize the opportunity, but we've got to play our part. And this is why we think EnglishPoint Marina is perfectly placed to become the foremost investment opportunity on the coast. Because with that kind of investment happening, you're going to see a tremendous inflow of professionals, of consultants. Where will they stay? You've guessed it. Yeah? So it's a very exciting time for us. Let me say a few words about EnglishPoint itself, because I've been talking about Mombasa, but that's my passion. You can see that. I've been talking about Kenya, that's my passion. EnglishPoint is also a passion. What is EnglishPoint? We are bringing to Kenya, I said bringing to Kenya Monte Carlo. What is Monte Carlo? Monte Carlo is a buzz. It's a playground for the rich and the famous. It's about boats. It's about casinos. It's about a hotel. It's about restaurants. It's about a boardwalk. We've got everything at EnglishPoint Marina. All those ingredients, we have them here. Yeah. It's so to the outside world, to the public, EnglishPoint Marina, when it's finished, will be a hotel. It'll be marketed as a hotel. It'll be sold as a hotel. But a strong component, a big component of the development are serviced apartments, which we are offering to the market as investments. So people have the opportunity to buy inventory in a hotel. Yes, they're buying their own apartment and it's theirs and they can do what they want with it. They can live in it, they can rent it. But if they want, they can give it to the hotel, so it becomes part of our inventory. But what is it doing to your investment? It's secure, because you're buying in an environment that is going to stay current for the next 50 years. Yeah. That's what EnglishPoint is all about. So we've got, and let's talk some figures. We've got a hotel with 26 rooms. We've got hotel shops. We've got a casino space. We have 96 apartments. We have 8 penthouses. We have a boardwalk, which is a public facility. We have restaurants. We have a feature restaurant. We have a marina for the boats. And don't be surprised to see Bill Gates turning up with his boat, because that's what this facility is all about. And even if there were other marinas around, our location is unbeatable. Because when these guys come with the boats, and it's not just the overseas boat owners. Professor, we believe we have a big market in Kenya for people that will own these boats. We already have people inquiring about boats, Kenyans. And we have now become agents for Princess. It's a high-end boat manufacturer in England. And we become their agents so we can sell the boats to our people. And if there are 10 marinas in Kenya, which would be the preferred marina to park your boat? Reason? It's like a car. You don't want a high-end car that nobody sees. When you have a high-end car, you want to show the world that you're driving a beautiful car. Boats are showpieces for people. Where would they park it? In Kilifi or in Malindi somewhere, or in front of the entire Mombasa island here? Right in front of Fort Jesus. So, EnglishPoint is a very exciting proposition. It is already creating waves. We believe it is transformative. We believe it is completely Vision 2030. In fact, if I want to be cheeky, I might say we're not Vision 2030. Vision 2030 is still a dream. We've become reality. But that is what we're all about. And that is what our country is all about. And that is the excitement we're bringing to this part of the world. And let me tell you, the response we've had from the market has been phenomenal. People are buying apartments. People are buying penthouses. This one is sold. It belongs to somebody already. Yeah. We've got the market here. We've got the excitement here. And so, with those few words, let me end by saying that I would be amiss if I did not acknowledge the support we have received from the authorities here. From the city of Mombasa, from the port, from the Kenya Maritime Authority, from the National Museums of Kenya, from the governor, from the senator, who is not just a senator, he is a friend of EnglishPoint, he is a supporter of EnglishPoint, and he is an ambassador of EnglishPoint, because everywhere he goes, he talks about EnglishPoint. I have to acknowledge the support we have received from the government of Kenya, from ministers and now cabinet secretaries. And finally, and this I must say is one of my most critical acknowledgements, the support we've received from the Kenya Commercial Bank. They were one of the first banks that came in to say, you know what, we believe in this project. And we have the appetite and we have the capacity, and we will support you. And without their support, this would not have been possible. They are enabling Kenya to grow. And with those few words, ladies and gentlemen, I will take my seat. I can go on and on, as you can tell, but I'm happy to let our partners take the stage.
Well,